In today's Clash Royale video, we're gonna react to a really cool video which we're actually popping off. I had it on my YouTube front page. I was like, bro, I have to take a look at that because this is exactly what I'm thinking always when I'm saying I'm scared of Clash Royale updates, and the exact title is why is A1 afraid of Clash Royale updates. Of course, the original video is linked in the video description. I'm gonna take a look here. I didn't watch it before, but I just heard some people saying, Morten, maybe react to that because I think it personally really fits well the problem of Clash Royale. So I would say just directly jump into it. Let me know in the comments if there are any videos out there I should react to, which are kind of talking about Clash Royale.
Probably know that the game is not in a good spot right now. Like, everyone has made a video about it already. Like, B-Red made a video, Boss has made a video, your grandma probably made a video as well. So like,
I made a video.
The main issue everyone is talking about in those videos is how Clash Royale is slowly becoming more pay to win and less accessible for free-to-play players if you don't spend money on the game. Which is, you know, it's totally fair, and it's like true. Like, if you play the game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. However, the issues that I do have with these complaints is that it's easy to look at the new features Clash Royale released and then just say that the existence of those new features.
Yeah, I feel like this is a really good point because we're like kind of talking always about like evolutions are the problem. But I guess like it's not like evolution itself are the problem, like just how they went in game. This is just like always what I'm saying. Clash Royale has a ton of good ideas, but like how they put them in game or like how they like kind of design them, I think is the main problem.
Is the reason why Clash Royale is struggling. And you know, in the off chance Supercell actually wants to fix their game, I want them to actually tackle the core problems of the games and not the ones that are super subjective. So in this video, I want to talk about what I think is the actual problem within Clash Royale and the things that are subjective, not important, or not a part of the main issue.
The Clash Royale problem, let's see.
But let me introduce myself first so you guys know where I'm coming from. I am a returning Clash Royale player and I've been playing the game almost daily ever since last year. I also barely spend any money on the game, so my profile would likely suit someone who wants to just have fun on the game without spending much money.
I see.
With that out of the way, how's the game doing right now? Well, the game is in a really bad spot.
Yeah, I guess like this is like, I don't know, bro, he just started playing this game. Why did he start playing this game? Is there anyone even out there who started playing this game in this year or like last year, bro? I feel like everyone who's still playing this game maybe just like came back in 2021 or something, or just played from the beginning on with just like some breaks here and there.
To start, I want to distinguish between the problems that are subjective. First is the problems that are objectively problematic to the game, and it's the reason why Clash Royale is having its downfall right now. These subjective features are the concept of evolutions, the concept of power troops, and the concept of Goblin Queen / New King mode.
Skibbity when?
The reason,
bro, this like this game mode, bro, man, I don't play it. Did you play it after the update? I think after the update it got even worse. But to be fair, I don't even see too many people complaining about it because nobody really plays this mode. It's so sad.
The reason why I say these features are subjective is because if done properly, these features can fix the game to a lot of players who thought the game was getting stale. They can also ruin the game for people who were satisfied with the game's state before these features were introduced, but ultimately the concept of these features are not the reason why Clash Royale is struggling right now. For example, the reason why I returned back to the game in the first place is because of evolutions. It's my type of gameplay and it makes the game feel more fun to me, but I also understand if people don't really like evolutions as an idea. But someone saying I don't like evolutions for these evolutions are a problem or two.
Okay, so to be fair, at one point, this is also what I'm like I'm honest about, is Clash Royale has to evolve, maybe not with evolutions, but you guys can just know what I wanted to say, what I'm saying, right? So, of course, there has to be some steps Clash Royale has to take, bro. This game is out now for 8 years, so it has to like, bro, it has to evolve. It has to evolve. It not just can just be the same game for like 8 years. There have to be new things, new mechanics and so on. Otherwise, it would feel stale. So this is what I'm saying. I personally feel like evolutions sometimes are pretty cool in game. I really like the features. I don't really think they're like that horrible. I personally think tower troops shouldn't exist. I think evolution should exist. Just the pay to win thing is bad.
Two different things that oftentimes gets misinterpreted as one thing. The problem is how monetized all of these features are. But before I get talking about them, I first need to talk about the one feature that is objectively awful to the game's state and has been ruining this game ever since its release. And that is none other than level 15.
Yeah, level 15 is broke.
Boy, where do I start with this?
Because data says people want to upgrade cards. No, data says people are upgrading cards because they have to.
When the game had less levels, you have less to grind for. You wanna know what makes level 15 so stupid? It's the fact that you need a specific type of currency that is very expensive, by the way, and you need 50,000 of them to level up one card from level 4.
Honestly, it would feel better to just use gold for that, bro, instead of like adding a new currency and then saying, yo, you don't need gold. Yeah, but you need a currency which is even more expensive and harder to get than gold.
14 to level 15. And these things are not easy to get as a free-to-play player. In order to get these elite wildcards, you need to grind competitive mode, and you also need to be good at it. And you better be quick too, because if you're not good enough, boom, your progress restarts in each month. But even if you are good enough, how long would it actually take for you to level up just to one card? The answer to that is 1 to 2 months. So 1 to 2 months if you're good enough, but if you're bad at the game or the meta is just against you.
I'm not sure, bro. I feel like, man, I honestly don't really think this is, for me, this is not hard. Like, he's saying like that you can get some out of the Path of Legends, but I think this is like the only thing you can get them, right? So yeah, of course you have to be good to collect them, but at least that's like some motivation to push for people also in the Path of Legends. Imagine they wouldn't put them in the Path of Legends. Where else would you put it? I mean, like maybe challenges and so on, but I think it's like not a bad thing to have it in the Path of Legends.
Well, tough luck, buddy. See you in like 6 months. As for the impact of level 15, let me demonstrate an example to prove just how harmful level 15 actually is. I just happen to be a wall breaker main for almost a year now. At the start of the year, the wall breakers were pretty powerful. In fact, most cycle decks were pretty powerful. Because I was comfortable with my deck, I had to invest my resources on them to even get a chance at playing in an even playing field. But due to the game's state, it took me ages to level up my entire deck to level 14, and it took me even longer to upgrade those cards to level.
Yeah, and this is why like also a ton of casual players are complaining about, are complaining about balance change a lot, like about card change, because they don't want their main deck to be nerfed. I feel like I understand that, but I don't really think the balances are the problem. It's rather than the problem being like having like this kind of pay to win ecosystem where you have to like, you need like 1 million years to upgrade a card, right? So you can't really react to balance changes and change your deck. So if you need to invest like 1 year to upgrade your card, and your magic gets nerfed, then I completely understand that it's like pissing people off, bro. But I don't really think like the answer should be less balance changes and so on, because I think that balances are really important and keep also the game fresh without like bringing out a big update. It's rather just like changing the monetization system, bro.
15. But then this sucker came around and then just obliterates every single cycle deck. Actually, let me rephrase that for a second. She wasn't just a hard counter to every cycle deck, she was a hard counter to everything, period. This tower troop was released on such an overpowered state that it killed multiple.
Yeah, it was bro, especially against Warbreakers. I feel really bad for you if you watch this video, really bad for this guy. Bro, Warbreaker, they were so good, always for the flick straight, but bro, they don't connect against Canyon, they don't connect against Dagger, bro. Man, like the new tower troops, they fuck Warbreaker.
Archetypes. If you don't have her equipped, you'll be in an automatic disadvantage.
Hey, it's my video.
You were forced to play the game in a specific archetype, otherwise you would just not win. Maybe you might think, that's okay, Shades. You can just choose the cards that can counter her and the archetype that can beat her. Playing the
minor rocket.
same deck archetype would likely just make the game feel stale anyway, so it's nice to change up. I can't change my deck archetype without paying a lot of money to Supercell. Remember, it took me so long for me to just invest in my deck, just for me to be able to fight players in an even playing field. I don't have the luxury to change up my whole deck, and neither did many other players. So until Dagger Duchess was nerfed, we had to either spend a whole lot of money to even get a chance to winning the game, or just live with the pain. So not only is level 15 the main reason why the game is struggling right now, it also amplifies the other biggest issue about the game, which I will be covering right now. Have I ever told you that not only does Clash Royale sell level 15 currencies in the shop, but they also offer the overpowered cards that you can buy to level 15.
Man, I'm still on the same. I'm personally not that against evolutions. Maybe I'm brain dead. Maybe so like maybe I'm like different. Maybe you guys think different. Of course, always let me know in the comment section. I think personally, evolutions are a good thing in the game. But of course, like the pay to win aspect. But bro, I just think tower troops, bro, they shouldn't exist. They shouldn't exist. Test them out before and challenge and so on. Bring tower troops for global tournaments and so on. They would be fun. But bro, like just bust them out in game. Because the thing is, like, if they bust them out in game in a normal game, and they causing problems, they're too pay to win, they're too overpowered, I don't know. They just destroy the game itself. Then they can't just say, okay, we remove them. That's not how it works, bro. They won't do that. And this is like the thing, bro. Test them out before.
14. This is the monetization problem with Supercell that I skipped earlier. See, this issue I talked about with Dagger Dodges, it applies to almost every other feature that they previously released. They release overpowered cards that free-to-play players can't access. They put the...
But at least they nerfed it like really fast. I mean, okay, if you bought this offer, then you would say, man, fuck them, why did they nerf it so early? But yeah. Man, like Gun Machine is so dead.
OP cards in the Battle Pass or on the Season Shop. And once they make enough money, they nerf those cards too.
Man, this Evolution offer for like Royal Giant Evolution, Skull Evolution, Crack Evolution, Barbarian Evolution was like the craziest offer of all time, bro.
And the cycle repeats. Let's check out evolutions, for example. You know, the feature that I say I love. In order to evolve a card, you need 6 evolution shards. But where do you get these evolution shards anyway? Well, as a free-to-play player, the most realistic...
Lucky Drop! Did you ever get an evolution? No, I think you can actually get a full evolution out of Lucky Drops. I mean, I got some evolution shards out of my Lucky Drops. Bro, if I'm like taking a look at my main account currently, I got, can I take a look there? I got 12, bro. I got 12 evolution shards. I can actually get 2 evos for free.
Way to get evolution shards is by getting them at the Season Shop. But the thing is...
Season Shop, I got them and like, I think I got like 3 out of the Lucky Drops, bro. I got so lucky. But I'm also a max account. That's why they give it to me. On free-to-play accounts, you would never get them.
They freaking capped the freaking Season Shop. You can only get 1 Evo Wild Shard per month. The other way is that you need
per month, it means you get 2 a year, bro.
Need to hope that Supercell is feeling like giving away the evolutions of your choice. I'm not gonna put Lucky Drops as a proper way to get evolutions for free because it's random chance. And I'm not even gonna mention the other ways you can get evolutions for free because those methods are a joke. Because of how hard it is to get an evolution for free, Supercell likes to release a broken evolution that free-to-play players can barely access. Once Supercell got their money, they nerfed those evolutions to the ground again. Sometimes the evolution is so strong that the meta is based off that.
Yeah, okay, to be fair, like, man, if you like think about this, like, it's an interesting thing because, like, of course you could say, okay, Supercell is just like stealing the money from the players, but what's the other option, bro? So, like, if they're already busted out broken, should they just not nerf it? I think, like, they have to nerf it. They have to. Of course, the best way would be, like, to bring them out balanced, but it's actually hard to do. It's hard to do. It's, of course, some cards, they bring them out way too broken. Way too broken. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, that's true. But it's also pretty hard to bring out cards completely balanced. Bring them out completely balanced. Of course, not on the weakest, like they don't want to bring them out too weak because otherwise people are not going to play the card and people are not excited for this card, right? But it's actually really hard to balance cards really well without having like millions of players playing this card, right? This is like, of course, we content creators play them. It's not like we play this card 10 hours daily against each decks and so on. So it's like really hard. Of course, some cards are way too broken. But I feel like Subas is actually improving a bit on this and also doing like, I mean, the Evolution Drill got an emergency nerf before coming out. The same for the, how's it called, the bush, the suspicious bush. So at least they're kind of improving on that.
Evolution. While of course there are cards that can counter those evolutions. Oh no, what's this? Looks like your card counters are deeply under-leveled and you can't really play the card unless you give Supercell money. And it just sucks. True. And this is from someone who loves evolutions, by the way. Sure, it's pretty fun for me to see the game getting more chaotic in a fun way, but if you're unable to fight back unless you give Supercell money, now that is a huge problem. They're doing this because they want to pump out money from the frustrations of their players. At first I thought these only applies to evolutions and tower troops, but nope. They released 3 normal cards in such an overpowered state that they basically deal the same effect as
I hate all of the 3 new cards, bro. I hate all of them. I don't like the concept of them. I think it's boring. I hate goblins.
Overpowered evolutions and overpowered tower troops. I don't get why they're doing this. It doesn't make their game fun. It doesn't make them money either. So why are they doing this?
Yeah, that's actually, it's not like, bro, it's not like they make a ton of money out of that, bro. It's like, that's what I don't understand. I will never understand.
Their money on animation and lore? Look, I really love animations and lore as much as the next guy, but there's so many things that the game needs fixing right now, and this is not one of them. There's also other problems like Supercell's obsession with capping things. They really set a hard limit on how much free-to-play players can progress if they don't pay money. This lack of free-to-play progression alongside with the monetization that pretty much if you don't pay them you lose is really ruining the game. And you know what's so ironic about all these features? All of these features can be fun for the players who like these concepts if they are more accessible. Actually, it would be more fun for everyone if normal cards in general were more accessible. Because if the meta changes, at least we can change our decks too, you know? The cycle for these things don't stop, and it seems that even is getting worse. And that's pretty much why I made this video. It's because I want the cycle to stop because it's not healthy for the game. Oh, and one more thing.
Man,
it took me almost 1 year for me to start getting my second Evo slot. Wow.
So, Shades, what am I supposed to say in your video again?
Oh, the video is over. I'm leaving now.
Wait, what? Seriously? Why did you even call me here?
Hey. Really, really, really cool video. Didn't get that attention yet, but should get, but like, make sure to leave him a like. Man, I really like the animation also on, so make sure to give his channel a ton of love. Say like hello from the mortenroyale army. What a cool video, man. What a cool video this guy made. Yeah, I feel like I honestly agree with most of the points. I guess everybody agrees with most of the points. I'm just feeling with the nerfing thing, it's pretty tough because of course they have to nerf it at one point. Honestly, it's like kind of you also need to consider when you're buying an offer for a broken card that Supercell will nerf it really fast. At least that's what I expect always when I'm buying an offer. It kind of depends like how long. I mean, like, to be fair, like in the past, I think like Phoenix, bro, it took them like 1 year with Golden Machine. It just took them like 1 week to kill the card. I mean, Phoenix is not that, but I think you guys gonna know what I'm saying, right? For bringing the most broken card in the entire game to, I mean, Golden Machine is dead. Nobody's using this card in top 1k and later. And also like, okay, Phoenix is still good, but it was the most broken card of all time at this point, like at like 80% usage. So this is really, really crazy. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this video. Where do you agree? Where do you disagree? What's your main point? Do you guys like tower troops? Do you guys like the evolutions? Do you even like the concept of that? Or you're saying this is just bad overall? I'm gonna be out. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll love you.